Okay. Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. We're here at the Lord's Cricket Ground, the home of cricket. And we're awaiting as of now the Indian team so that we can. First, there's
थोड़ा
the
सा और
press
ऊपर
conference.
करोगे?
थोड़ा और ऊपर.
बस 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 नहीं
Okay.
नहीं आपके लिए ज्यादा हो गया.
Oh, what is going on?
हाँ ठीक है
We'll
ठीक
just.
है. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah. So we're awaiting the team. We're in front of the.
ভালোই করেছো.
What happened?
No, practice होगा ना इसीलिए वो आ गया. ये
Uh,
देखो, কি বলছে?
Nothing. So we're awaiting the Indian team so we can watch the practice. This is the final practice before the third test match, and a lot has to be answered still. We're still looking forward to what the playing 11 is going to be like. Although we have a clear idea, not a clear, but we have somewhat of an idea of what the playing 11 is going to look like. But anything could change at any point. And will Kuldeep Yadav find a way? We know that Bumrah will play for Prasidh. Will Washington Sundar keep his place? I think these are some of the questions.
Reddy.
And Nitish Reddy. And of course, there's the Karun Nair Sai Sudarshan toss up as well that everyone keeps talking about. Although it seems like it is Karun Nair who will once again keep his place.
नहीं,
in the
Saurabh's
team.
gone back. Saurabh's gone back. Okay. Had some work in Kolkata. बाकी
We're doing a live show. Yeah.
So, by the way, that was Amrit Mathur. You want to join the show? आइए आइए अरे आइए ना 5 मिनट करके आप जाओ ना बाकी हम लोग करेंगे. By the way, introducing a very dear friend and one of India's best known writers, administrators of sport, somebody who's been part of Indian cricket for long time. Illustrious career in several ways.
Also a disciple of Borea.
No.
More important.
But so many stories, treasure trove of stories, author of multiple books, Amrit Mathur. So far, impressed with the way India's come back?
I think fantastic. It's been great 2 test matches. We lost the first, but it was again terrific performance. And the second game was absolutely outstanding, wonderful. It's a test match you dream of.
Shubman Gill exceeded expectations?
Listen, he was always quality. But here it showed that he was not only disciplined, but dominant. Made no mistake. And he's so easy on the eye.
Yeah, he's so pleasing.
He's so pleasing. He's a person you can watch all day, even if he's defending.
Yeah.
He will not bore you in a full day's play. He might make maybe only 90 runs in 6 hours, but it's still great to watch.
We were talking about, Gargi was talking about the possible team. You reckon, except the Bumrah inclusion for Prasidh, any other changes?
Listen, I would want Kuldeep Yadav in because he's a wicket-taking option. For anybody. I think he has to. And now that our batting has clicked, we should not be scared of not having batting depth. We should trust the batsman who made runs. I think gamble with Kuldeep Yadav because he is a wicket-taking bowler.
You want to weigh in on that one because you were making that same point?
Yeah, we were constantly talking about, and in the lead up to the series, I was actually saying that I would have Kuldeep Yadav in all 5 test matches. And it's been surprising to not see him in the team. But right now, Washington Sundar has given you that cushion in batting. But like you said, that's a very valid point that if the batting is clicking, why do you need that extra cushion?
Made runs.
Yeah, exactly.
Jadeja made runs, Washington Sundar has made runs. And Kuldeep Yadav, being the kind of bowler he is, most English batsmen are struggling to make out what he's doing. So he's the one likely to take wickets regardless of the conditions. So I'm not a selector, and our word doesn't matter, but we would want him to play because I think it enhances India's chance of winning.
Yes.
And overall, India has a chance of winning the series?
Absolutely.
Too far ahead? Or?
Too far ahead, but also it'll be crucial what kind of wickets we get now.
Correct.
Because
this one seems at least not as placid or as whatever from the first look.
Yes,
like
but
it's
listen,
Western.
Nobody really knows what a wicket behaves like.
Correct.
It has sort of
looks greener.
I know, but it's defeated pundits everywhere all the time, so you can't really say. But if it's a normal batting friendly wicket like we saw in the World Test Championship, I think India.
World Test Championship first 2 days was tough. First 2 days were really tough.
Day 3 and 4,
it flattened out.
It changed altogether.
Completely.
But still, I think we have the batting quality even to negotiate a slightly tricky day 1. Yeah.
Okay, so there's Amrit Mathur. Won't take more than 5 minutes, promised you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
I am your disciple.
Come on, you're very kind. You're always kind. So there's Amrit Mathur for you, one of the most illustrious Indian cricket administrators, sports administrators that you will see, has been part of Indian cricket for the last 35 years. Over to you again. Amrit's book came out last year, which we reviewed.
Yeah.
So during the Madhavrao's India time, and he was part of the 2003. He was manager of the Indian team for the 2003 World Cup in South Africa. Multiple times when the India-Pakistan tour happened in 2004, he was one of the 3 observers sent by the BCCI to go and check if things were conducive or not. Has been when Mr. Dalmia was present or was running Indian cricket. Amrit was a very notable fixture. Strong guy. I mean, in the sense, pedigreed person. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I was just talking about what I'm looking forward to when it comes to this practice session. First of all, match day -2, which was yesterday. We did not see any slip cord in practice, and usually that gives us a lot of idea about who will make it to the team. That's a lot of wine and drinks coming through, truckloads of.
This is the beauty of doing shows with. I wouldn't notice. Gargi first thing will notice is lots of wine, lots of drinks. No pun intended.
No, I'm just saying that
I'm also
a
saying,
truckload of drinks are coming because the English crowd drinks so much. That's my point.
I'll let that pass.
You have to. But again, coming back to the practice session, because that's more important than truckloads of drinks. Okay, so yesterday we did not see any slip cord in practice. All we saw was net sessions over here behind us. But now, if there is a slip cord in practice today, if Karun Nair is in there, that is an out and out.
Karun did a lot of drill.
Yes. He batted very intensely. Now it's Karun Nair has been batting like that ahead of all 3 tests. So you can tell that he's doing the same sort of drills that he did ahead of the first 2 tests as well. But now, is there still a toss-up between Karun and Sai? Is the number 3 position settled with Karun Nair? Are they happy with that? With the kind of performance Karun Nair is putting in? We will find that out, obviously. But the other thing is, now that Jofra Archer is there in the team, the way I'm looking at this whole scenario is the fact that you have a Washington Sundar in your team, and quite clearly you have him in the team to give cushion to that batting lineup. Now, as much as I would like to have Kuldeep Yadav in the team, I think Washington Sundar keeps his place. Why? Because a Jofra Archer has been added. And if there is a threat to the top order, you have to think of possibilities. Now this will be a strong attack with Jofra Archer coming in. And if there are wickets lost to Archer, then you need to have that cushion. And which is why I think Washington Sundar will keep his place.
Has the team come? Has he come? Has
so the team hasn't come.
Not yet. एक बार message कर देना तो. हाँ, माने कुछ भी. I will also come. So yeah.
So what do you think of that point?
I agree with you in entirety, because I think it's a better English bowling attack. I think it's a better English bowling attack with Jofra Archer there in place of Josh Tongue, and I absolutely agree that this is going to challenge India. I also tend to agree that this wicket will be slightly more bowler friendly than what we have seen in Leeds and Edgbaston. And given both of these things, that on the one hand, the wicket will be more challenging. On the other, the point that she makes, the inclusion of Jofra Archer gives English bowling more teeth and muscle. I think India will go in with a Washington Sundar to give them that extra batting cushion that they might possibly need. And Washington Sundar has not done anything that deserves him to be benched. Absolutely no way. Nitish Kumar Reddy, many people will say, why Nitish Kumar Reddy? Look, Nitish Kumar Reddy again, it's the same deal. One innings is all that he has failed. Don't take into account the second innings, because he had been asked to come and hit from ball 1. I don't think he had done anything there which was against the plan. Only the first innings, yes, he gave a wrong judgment and got bowled. But to be dropped after that one innings failure is slightly harsh. Not slightly harsh, very harsh. So keeping that in mind, I think Debashish is sending a video, means the team must have arrived.
I almost fell on camera.
It would have added to your aura. As I've already said. Yes. No,
it would have minused from my
No,
aura.
not at all. I mean, as I've
that.
said, if you return one piece, we will have to do something special in honor of welcoming you back.
If I don't lose things, am I even Gargi anymore?
That's
That
what
is
I'm
my
saying.
essence. But anyway, coming back to...
I hope your parents are watching this.
They know me very well. So they're always afraid that I'm going to lose something. But
What has
yes,
Devashish sent? Has the Indian team arrived?
I'm not sure.
I
I don't
think
have a
so.
phone in my hand, so I'm not sure.
What is this? Yeah, the Indian boys.
Is that Siraj?
That's Siraj.
Yeah, Siraj is coming in. But yes, again,
Lords, yeah,
circling.
the Indian team has come
Yeah.
in. That's Rishabh, right?
Where?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
cannot see. Yes.
yeah, Rishabh. So the Indian boys, we can report, that the Indian team is here. Rishabh Pant and Mohammad Siraj. Both of them weren't here yesterday. Both of them have kind of come in, and the press conference we can see all our journalist colleagues actually going towards the press conference room. So should be in the next 10-15 minutes is what we are told. We will see a major influx from here
Yeah.
towards the press conference room. We should also try and go there today because it's the pre-match press conference
And
of
it's always
Shubman Gill.
important.
But so then your team, let me put you in the spot. One change is all that I have advocated.
Bumrah.
For Prasidh,
Yes.
that's it. I've not said
No, I
any
agree.
other change.
I agree. 100% agree. I have one change because now that you have Akashdeep, Siraj, and Jasprit Bumrah in your team, I don't think you will look to have a Kuldeep Yadav because you've already got 3 wicket takers who have proven Akashdeep and Siraj in the last match have proven that they can take wickets and hold the fort. Apart from that, Washington
Slightly
Sundar,
unfortunate on Kuldeep.
yes, it's unfortunate, but that's just sport, unfortunately. And you know, team is any day bigger than one individual, and that's what we're seeing right now. We saw that Akashdeep, Mohammad Siraj, that bowling lineup is clicking very, very well. Add to that a Jasprit Bumrah. Washington Sundar gives you cushion in the batting because Jofra Archer is in the other team. So when you think of all the scenarios, it makes sense why Kuldeep Yadav does not find a place in this team, why NKR stays, why Karun Nair stays, and also why Washington Sundar stays.
Totally, by that point from Gargi. The other thing about Lords, it's simply not just a test match. It's Lords. When you're playing these kind of test matches, Boxing Day, Melbourne, New Year, Sydney, whatever one says about Leeds or Edgbaston, this is a very different aura.
Yeah.
This is a very different stadium. All said and done, you're talking Lords. You're talking the home of cricket.
Pressure.
It'll be a grand occasion. Once again, MCC members, long room, the aura, third test match series beautifully set up, much like Boxing Day, Sydney, New Year test. This is a special test match, which will mean a lot to a number of players. You kind of want to soak in that atmosphere, want to be a hero when you're playing at Lords. You get 100 at Lords. Unfortunately, think about it. Sachin Tendulkar doesn't have 100 at Lords, except in that bicentenary game. He doesn't have 100 at Lords. And Ajit Agarkar has 100 at Lords. So when you think of that, Lords,
You want
whoever,
to do well.
you want to do well.
You want to do
so
well. You want to go
given-
down in history.
Absolutely. I mean, everything in this particular stadium, we were giving people that tour. It's Lords. Shubman Gill, the Prince and whatever, and now with form, people are talking him up. Think of the kind of pressure he will be under. Ahead of the series was one different kind of pressure.
Yeah.
That, people are saying,
Now
are
there's
questioning
pressure
you.
of expectations.
Exactly. So talk about that. Shubman Gill.
He's set the
Bar really high.
bar high for himself, and that's the problem. When that the same thing happened with the Virat Kohli. Every time, once he was Virat Kohli, the Virat Kohli that we know, even a 50-60 wasn't enough, and this is something that will always happen with Shubman Gill. Ahead of this test series, we kept talking about how Shubman Gill doesn't really play impactful knocks, that his innings are too short, that he does not convert them into big milestones. Now he's done that over and over again, innings after innings. So now the pressure will be on him to continue delivering. Now, if he goes out, scores a 50-60, it won't be enough. People will ask him for more. And that's just him setting the bar high. But we also have to remember that he's also doing a very good job leading the team, leading the young side, and also the kind of support that he's giving the rest of the players. I think that also has to be talked about.
Somebody is saying, "Bechara Ishwaran kab khelega?"
अरे जगह नहीं बन
जगह
रही
अभी तो नहीं बन
जगह नहीं बन रही
अभी तो certainly नहीं बन
ना
रहा. So,
Yeah.
ईश्वरन कब खेलेगा यार, ये आंसर करना मुश्किल है. এসে গেছে? বলে দিয়েছে একটা সময়. Okay. So we'll come. ঠিক আছে, okay. So
What time is
1
it
o'clock, 12:50. We'll
Oh,
do
10
another
minutes.
7-8 minutes and then
Yeah.
go for the Shubman Gill press conference.
Where is the press conference?
Here, ECB room, just
Ah,
here
okay,
and
okay.
behind.
Haven't
Five,
been there
two,
yet.
2-3 minutes. I mean, not even 1 minute. Show the pitch. Pitch के बारे आपने तो कल बहुत closely देख रहे थे हम लोग.
कल देखा मैंने, आज नहीं देखा
आज
है.
सुबह मैं देखा था when I came in, slightly lesser green. आप जाके हमारे Twitter handle पे देख लो भाविक. Rohan and I, when we were here at 9:30, the first thing we did was we went inside, had a look at the pitch, and we've tweeted the photograph of the pitch. आप जाके देख सकते हैं. England are also looking to exclude Zach Crawley. The team has been announced. दोबारा बोल दीजिएगा क्या team? England team?
Yeah.
आप तो जानते हो, team बता दो.
There's only one change, Baba. Josh Tongue goes out, Geoffrey Archer comes in.
That's it.
That's
That's
the
the
only
only
change. Everything else remains the same.
And the story there is Gus Atkinson is not playing.
Yeah.
Story there is Gus Atkinson not playing. Will Ishwaran be included in West Indies series? Yes. You don't drop him. And as the third opener, you will have him there. But this is now a settled opening pair.
Oh, yeah.
KL Rahul and Jaiswal.
Jaiswal.
Pitch, what is this? Shardul and Nitish, please reply. Whose question this is? Shuvayu Seal. Nitish.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of feel
You feel
that
for
Shardul may have
yeah.
Shardul may have also gotten one op. Now Shardul will say, I got one opportunity in Leeds, I got dropped. So
Yeah.
this guy got also one opportunity. I mean, you might just tend to feel that why should he get a long rope and I did not get a long rope, and I can also do the job. They might just get, because Shardul has played here. Shardul was part of the 2021 team. He was in England. This is a tricky one.
Very
Shardul
tricky.
did not do well in Leeds. He got dropped. Nitish did not do well, but if he gets
Same
a long
for
rope,
Sai.
yeah, and Sai, yes, Karun very rightly said. This is a very
Tricky one.
tricky and kind of unfortunate also that.
But I also think that on the other hand, they would have been communicated very clearly about what was going on. I think it was team combination ahead of a player, and that unfortunately did not work well in favor of Kuldeep Yadav, Sai Sudarshan, or Shardul Thakur.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. Gill will probably, who's this? Sanvi. Gill will probably become the first number 4 to have a Lord's 100, although Law have.
अरे अभी तो आप कह रहे थे कि आर्चर उनका मिडिल स्टंप उड़ाएंगे.
आप ये मत कहो 100, फिर उल्टा हो जाएगा. आप प्लीज बोलना शुरू करो कि वो कह रहे हैं आर्चर वैसे बोलिए प्लीज आप. Gill not using all-rounders in bowling. So comment on his captaincy. From who? Gill not. K7.
Not using all-rounders.
कुछ मीठा बोले वाले जर्नलिस्ट बोल रहे हैं क्या वो देखो तो क्या सवाल है. कुछ मीठा क्या समझ नहीं आ रहा.
कुछ मीठी बोली वाले जर्नलिस्ट बोल रहे थे कि कोई देख. अरे where did it go?
Too many questions. दूसरा ले लो कुछ.
Okay.
Now the sun has gone down a bit, so I can wear my reading glasses and I will now be able to see the questions.
Sports fan, why doesn't India announce the playing 11 like England?
They will announce tomorrow morning. They'll want to take a final look at the wicket. They'll see the grass. They'll check the conditions. What is the urgency? That's India. I mean, there's no urgency, right? Why would you have to? There's no hard and fast rule that you have to announce. And if you want to keep it flexible, you're well within your rights and entitled to keep it flexible. What's the problem?
Sunila is saying thank you for the excellent coverage. She sent us a super chat. Appreciate the efforts. Looking forward to another excellent test match.
Very rightly said. And Lords is always special. Absolutely a special test match for sure.
Okay. Love the Lords tour. I have questions.
Please ask.
Why, like Lords or MCG, does our Eden Gardens, Wankhede or other stadiums have no tours? Stadium tours. I think
करना चाहिए.
म्यूजियम होना चाहिए हमारे भी स्टेडियम्स में.
अभी हम लोग बात कर रहे थे अमृत माथुर से. होलकर ने एक स्टेडियम किया है. मध्य प्रदेश क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन इंदौर में स्टेडियम बनाया है, म्यूजियम बनाया है, एंड वी आर टोल्ड. फिर आपका दोस्त आ रहा है. Thousands of bottles of wine haven't given Gargi a bottle.
छोड़ के चले गए आप लोग.
So आपने जो कहा सही कहा.
Some questions about our lunch.
Our lunch haven't had yet, but we will. Yesterday was Lebanese.
Oh,
and it was a nice one.
Incredible. That was incredible.
It was really good lunch.
It was really
Trisha's birthday celebration.
Okay.
1 o'clock, 7 minutes.
Okay, no one is asking. Atkinson got smacked left, right, and center like a club bowler during India series. Our people have bad memories. Forget everything. Just overhype everyone, including their captain.
No, but he's not playing. So and I don't. Yeah, I mean, I would have said it's a tad premature. It would have been a tad premature to kind of get him in after that Zimbabwe match where he got injured also.
Yeah.
So I think England has done the right call to get both Jofra Archer and Atkinson included. Would have made it really risky, and that's Michael Atherton also going to the press conference, by the way.
Okay, there we go.
One of my favorite writers, obviously one of the all-time greats. I was just saying one of my favorite writers and just one of the all-time greats. Just said that on the show. Thank you very much.
Okay, someone is asking, can Washington Sundar play at number 3? Why?
What for? What for?
Why would you? My head is burning up. It's suddenly so hot. Arshdeep in place of Nitish.
Doesn't look like. You wouldn't compromise on the batting.
No.
The only Nitish के जगह अगर
Exactly.
हो भी सकता है तो शार्दुल हो सकता है. अर्शदीप तो हो नहीं सकता है.
Like to like replacement होगा अगर कर भी रहे हैं ना तो, because again we've been saying this multiple times.
Batting compromise
it's
नहीं
about the
करेंगे.
batting. It's about the batting, not the bowling. Bowling is not the problem. Please recommend some special places near Notting Hill. अरे
क्यों भाई? वो रहता है क्या वहाँ?
he's visiting.
Okay, so, Notting Hill, if you're culturally orientated, the Notting Hill market is great. CLR James, that's where he used to live. If you read Beyond the Boundary, Notting Hill, absolute famous memories. Walk down from Notting Hill towards Dorchester Hotel, walk to Paddington, 7-8 minutes. Go to the Paddington station, one of the most beautiful areas of London. Just walk straight down from Notting Hill towards Paddington and then towards Marble Arch. Go to Paddington station. You have so many stories around that.
Okay, 3 minutes to the press conference. We
हाँ,
should wrap
खत्म
up this
करो.
show.
Yeah.
We'll be back, of course, once we have some updates from the
Press
India
conference and practice.
Yeah, that's all.
Let's एक time बता दीजिए. कब करें?
1 hour
1 hour
later?
from now.
1
Yeah,
hour
so
from now.
let's come back at 6 o'clock. We will be back with all the press conference details, and we will do 2 more lives today. One at 6 o'clock and maybe one at 7:30.
Yes.
So these 2 lives. So keep watching our broadcast back soon.
Mike.